Heart fans, welcome to the fourth annual Heart of America Athletic Conference, a men's volleyball media day. I'm your host, Rich Linden, and I'm excited. We're talking to all 14 men's volleyball programs, and we're going to preview the upcoming season. Next up, we have the defending Heart regular season champions and conference tournament champions from Grandview University, head coach Rafael Seabra and senior Ryan Griffel. Coach Ryan, how are things in Des Moines today?
Well, Rich, thank you for having us. Things are good here. Weather's getting a little bit better, a little bit warmer. We're super excited. It's game day for us. Finally getting to be on the court and compete. So we're pumped.
I love it. Well, Coach, I'm going to start with you. Played at Grandview, and last year was your first year back to your alma mater as head coach, and you know the legacy. Stepping in first year, pretty successful one. Squad won the Hart regular season, as I said, conference tournament champions, qualified for nationals. Tell us about that journey, stepping in, coming in as head coach. How was that for you? And tell me a little bit about that team last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that first off, huge shoes to fill, right? From the past previous two coaches, just following up on the history of this program, this institution. I think that couldn't be happier just to return to my alma mater. And the way we finished season in conference just kind of sealed the deal for us. It was very special to connect with a bunch of guys that I had previously worked with before leaving Grandview when my time as an assistant coach. So getting to return, seeing them a couple years later and continue the work we started was pretty rewarding. And then connect with new guys that I hadn't met yet. And overall, the team was just ready to hit the court and get it going. So just the idea of being successful was always on top of our head and not a question. And every day just grinding and looking up to that objective. Being part of the Heart is very challenging because everyone is extremely competitive. And that last year proved it. So many exchanges, wins and losses at home, on the road for all Heart teams. So for us, it's to be able to come up on top just was rewarding to prove all the effort that we put in as a group, and at precious and key times we were able to deliver. And I
Coach,
think it
makes it
was
a
very
little bit
special
easier,
for our seniors.
stepping in your first year when you got guys like this guy sitting next to you. So, Ryan, this is your senior year, man. Tell us about your journey. How much have you enjoyed playing at Grandview University? Tell me about the team last year and what you're looking forward to as you kick out the season tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I mean, I started my career at Indiana Tech in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Spent my first 2 years there, and then I was looking for transfer, a little bit of change. So I found Grandview, and it's a little closer to home. I'm from Kansas City, so I mean, just the culture here, the family is true. I mean, you say one team, one family, but it actually means it. So last year was a very fun year. I mean, like you said, we were up and down. We were winning a lot of games, and then we ended up losing a couple throughout the season. So just to be able to end on a conference championship, winning that, going to nationals was a lot of fun. And this year, I mean, I like, the team's I think even better maybe. We have some things to figure out. We have some good things going, so I'm excited. There's some new guys into the team too, just figuring out pieces there, here and there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get started, get rolling.
I love it. So, Ryan, uh, it's no secret men's volleyball is one of my favorite sports to announce, to watch, and you've played for a long time. What do you think makes men's volleyball such a special sport to play at the collegiate level?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, just the excitement I think that it brings, like especially every point, you never know what's gonna happen. Big kill, big block. It's always back and forth between teams. I mean, keeping it competitive too. Every team, going back and forth. You never want to underestimate any team. Anything can happen. So it's always fun, no matter what's going on the court.
And you said it happens so fast. You can't let up a season, you can't let up a week, but you can't even let up a point. It can swing that fast. So, Coach, this is year two for you. Had a great year last year. What are you looking forward to this year? What goals do you have? What have you set for this team? You said think they might even be better than last year. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I would agree with Ryan. I think that, like he mentioned, we got some new pieces, and it's always that fun part of the season where we're figuring out everything. We're organizing our lineups, and guys get to show up on the court and play. So I think what I'm most excited about this season is how our guys are determined to that precision and detail. Just being able to execute at a high level, but being focused and precise on the details of it. You know, picking back on your question of why is men's volleyball so exciting, I think that the physicality of it and how expressive it is for fans that might know or might not know about the sport. It is very physical. It is very, I would say, splashy to watch, but it's also so neat and specific on details that for us on the inside of the court, we got to be very focused and determined. It's a rally that sometimes lasts 15 to 40 seconds on the most, but those 40 seconds are very crucial. Every detail is important to be able to create that momentum and continue developing. So
Yeah.
for us this year is just keep grinding it. We have really good returners, and then the new guys just joined in, newcomers, freshmen, transfer students. We feel really good about the group where we're at, and we're very motivated and just excited to get to start the season.
Well, like I said, Coach Hart now has 14 men's volleyball teams. It's a juggernaut of a conference. And one thing I've noticed is these teams have an international flavor. Many teams, not just Grandview, but Grandview in particular. How do you adjust your coaching styles when you're getting players from all over the world and different continents? Do you have to adjust to their playing styles, their cultural influences? How do you keep that all together?
Yeah, I think as Ryan mentioned earlier, we go by our motto, one team, one family. And then as the beginning of everything, it's having an open mindedness to all the cultures, you know, not just accepting different cultures, but being excited about it. You know, I want to learn more about the volleyball that's played in different countries. What have they done in the past? What can they bring to the table? You know, I'm far from being the the key holder of that knowledge. Far from it. You know, we get to share all of it from all the we currently have 8, 9 different countries inside our own roster. Everyone has a little bit to share and a little bit to contribute. At the end of the day, we'll decide our play style, we'll decide our tactics, how we want to run plays, how we want to run our defense. But everyone has a little bit to share, and at the end, all we can do is get better from it. You know, there's no negativity. We'll get the things that we can combine together, and we allow players to also succeed at their individual skills that they perform in different countries. So since they play different some other places, we allow them to kind of wander off and do their thing to just make sure they're comfortable in that environment. You know,
Yeah.
it's less about shrinking them into our little culture. It's about expanding our culture into theirs and mixing everything to just better the volleyball, better the culture, and just create this feeling of one family.
Well, and it continues to make men's volleyball the exciting sport that is. So, Ryan, let's talk about Viking Nation. You're getting ready to kick off the season. Tell me a little bit about the campus. What's the atmosphere like, and how much fun is it when you're playing in your own home gym? Like, what do the fans bring? Student section. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Oh man, I love it. I mean, it's a great campus, you know, great campus atmosphere. They do really well here at Grandview. So just overall, I mean, our home games are a lot of fun. You know, like tonight we're doing the event like Teddy Toss, where win the first set. No matter what happens the first set, people throw out a bunch of teddy bears on the court. They donate it to a charity. And it's just a lot of fun. I mean, people are excited to watch men's volleyball. It's something I'm not used to with how small the sport is. You know, it's a very small community, very small fan base, I would have to say, unfortunately. But people are excited to watch here, and it's just a very cool culture.
Yeah, it's amazing. Coach, we keep talking about the competitive nature of the heart. How much do you enjoy coaching against some of these rivals, but also you're coaching against some of these guys you played against, and you are also tight even within the heart. I noticed these coaches, they've got a tight bond, even though you're rivals.
Absolutely. I think that for me, it just takes a step forward into how much we enjoy, you know, getting to see an opponent across the net, but someone that it's not just respectful to you and vice versa, but someone that you can consider a friend, someone that you can share knowledge, someone that you can ask questions to. you know, and like you mentioned, I've played against a couple of these guys, and being able to continue the cycle is pretty rewarding. You know,
Love it.
getting together, seeing them, and going back in the memory lane and just sharing, hey, remember what happened in this place, this time, remember this, remember that. I think that for me, that's pretty exciting. And seeing how many programs can continue that success. You know, I think one thing the Heart does great is keep the level and increase it. You know, we add more teams, like you said, but we're not just adding any teams. We're adding successful teams that are bringing more talent into the Heart. So with successful coaches, they're doing a great job on their programs. So for us, it's more challenge because we're playing against more good teams, but also it's very rewarding to see good coaches, coaches that you can share experience with, and coaches that you're like, hey, I really gotta put together a plan here because I know they're doing the same. And we're gonna have to shift halfway through our match because we're both trying to update to whatever their opponent is doing on the other side of the net. So it's a
Amazing.
constant battle mentally, and it's just a fun part on the sideline.
Yeah, well, Ryan, coach, you have me pumped up. I'm ready for the season to go. I can't wait to see you.
So,
Good luck on this journey repeating, man. Go Vikings, one team, one family. Thanks for being here today.
thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate you. Hope to see you down the road.
Got it.